Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee. A look at Eastman and crossing the river. The golf course outside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. A beautiful grounds. We are inside and ready to go. Tip in just seconds between the Reinhardt University Eagles and the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. And it's a repeat showdown of the semifinal game from last year between the Dogs and the Eagles on the Southeast Sports Network. Gabriel Shry, Gary Justice here with me. College hoops about to get started. Gary, a really exciting game.
Yeah, Tennessee Wesleyan coming off the high of the upset over the Johnson Royals yesterday, and the Reinhardt Eagles looked extremely impressive in their quarterfinal win.
And the tip won by the Reinhardt Eagles. Julia Kraft floated this backwards. Eagles. Entry pass to Lafina Campbell, taken by Jacelyn. Stone will run the floor. This one floated to the wing, and driving inside is Anna Crowder. Three ball from the opposite side is short. Mackenzie Franklin pulls this in down in the low paint.
Eagles did a nice job of controlling the glass yesterday in their victory.
Reinhardt University's Lafina Campbell off the mark as this is taken by Jacelyn as well. Still scoreless 40 seconds into the game. Sent down along the sideline. Crowder out front. Stone blown tire, but Tennessee Wesleyan able to stay with the ball, avoiding crisis early. Out to the straightaway. Shot clock ticking quickly. Crowder fires too much as this clatters off the heel of the iron with 1 minute and 10 seconds gone, and now the ball off of the floor.
You get in these type of situations, Gabe, and you get the quarterfinals or the semifinals of a postseason tournament. Got to start looking at what type of talent does each team have. Both these teams, talented roster. Have the newcomer of the year and Lavery of the Eagles. That could be a difference maker today with her ability.
A lot of pressure on these two programs. Campbell will just pull up from the three line. Clattered out. Crowder gets the rebound. 217 of those this season for Anna.
Slow start yesterday for the Bulldogs offensively. A better second half. Let's see if they can get things going a little bit quicker this afternoon.
Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs trying to create some space for themselves. This is J.C. Powell with the ball. She gives it to Anna Crowder. Also on the floor, Courtney Farr. Looking to shoot is Jelia Lindsay. Rounding out the five, Jacelyn Stone for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs as Farr rims out and the shot clock sounds. 2 minutes gone in the first.
Nice job to get a paint touch and the layup. Just couldn't get it to go.
LaFina Campbell, Julia Kraft, Mackenzie Franklin, Noelle Lavery, Haley Johnson, the 5 on the floor for the Reinhardt University Eagles.
I was interested to see what Coach Jason Smith would do defensively for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Been man-to-man defense the first couple of possessions down the floor. Nice job by the Bulldogs to keep the Eagles scoreless early on.
Big shout out to the Sports Information Department of Reinhardt University. David Finney and company keeping us up to date, giving us the stats, creating graphics, and they even promoted our broadcast pretty heavily this week, which we really appreciate. Sent back outside by the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs and far across. 1 on the shot clock as she gets it off. This comes off the heel of the iron, and we are still scoreless with almost 3 minutes gone. Down inside, this rattles and won't go. Johnson couldn't get it back from Stone as there's a scrap for the ball under the basket.
You know, yesterday Tennessee Wesleyan played Johnson, and at halftime that ball game was 18-16. Such a slow start offensively. Almost 3 minutes into this one this afternoon, Gabe, still looking for a first point today as well.
Oh, Gary, I was going to say I'm having flashbacks to a nightmarish Johnson Royals upset by the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs as we coasted to 27 first half points. And the violation in the low block as this one will go the other way.
Both teams do a nice job rotating defensively and closing off those driving lanes for both teams. Again, in a low-scoring affair, it's going to be key to control the backboard and stay connected defensively.
Reinhardt University's Franklin from the wing. Campbell pulls up from three-point land, and this won't go either. Regathered, in trouble. Camper. Outside, Franklin the entry. The newcomer of the year for the league is short. Noelle Lavery has really impressed me in 2024-2025.
An impressive player in the AAC.
3 ball on the way, and the lid is off of the basket as J.C. Powell hits that one from the highway.
Sure, Coach Jason Smith takes a big, deep breath now. He lets that out. Hey, the ball went through the bottom of the bucket here early in the first half.
Lavery long 2. The response is good. 1-point game.
She's a 3-level scorer. She got the basketball. She can score from the wing, the mid-range game, and also she shows she has that ability from behind the three-point arc.
These are 2 rosters that I could go on and on and on about, and I felt that way about our last game as well, the Milligan Buffs. We're going to be talking all day about the Milligan Buffs tomorrow. Excited to watch them play again. The U Pike Bears, you can talk on and on and on about these great rosters. 4 really good teams in our semifinals.
Well, the Reinhardt Eagles, you have 4 players earned all-conference honors. You have 3 players for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. They earned all-conference honors as well. Talented rosters.
3 ball on the way for Powell. It's short. Reverse ends of the floor. Reinhardt on the way. Simpson. She's been a menace this season. Across to Johnson, and the violation called for. And this one's going to go against Anna Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder was just trying to prevent the offensive player from getting a clean path to the bucket. A call for the bump.
Lavery inbounds. McCutcheons to Julia Kraft in the corner, and it rattles off the front of the iron.
Creating other opportunities here. Nice job on the offensive glass for the Eagles.
Simpson on the wing, out front. It's a 1-point game, 5 total points, 5 minutes into the game.
Nice job moving their feet defensively, keeping their chest in front of the offensive player.
2 on the shot clock. Kraft gets it off in time, and it rattles off the side of the iron.
A 3rd opportunity to score this possession. Nice job. Tony Campbell has to be happy with his crew getting the work done on the glass.
Really incredible work rebounding as Simpson pulls up the 3. This has too much on it. Unusual look for her. She shot about 32% from range this year. And this one is going to kiss off the glass and not drop. Simpson, backdoor, Julia Kraft. Yes, this goes off of the glass.
Kraft does such a good job of getting baseline to baseline, transitioning from defense to offense. Beat her defender down the floor, got the easy pass, laid up with the left hand. Eagles lead for the first time this afternoon.
Julia Kraft, one of the best players in the league and a personal favorite, somebody who has a great skill set and knows how to use it. 3, running, open. 6-3 Reinhardt Eagles.
As you can see, the Eagles starting to flow a little bit easier offensively now, turning defense into offense. It's going to be key for the Bulldogs to minimize that opportunities for the Eagles.
Jacelyn Stone kicks it outside. Barr to Crowder. Anna defended by Kraft. Anna Crowder. This one is automatic for number 1. She had a great regular season. 44% from the floor. 13 points per game. Hello, Anna.
Second team all AAC had a heck of a game yesterday. Much needed bucket for the Bulldogs.
Off the mark, 3:36 to play in our first period as we're tied for the first time. We've already seen a lead change in this game. Tennessee Wesleyan was out in front. Reinhardt came from behind, scored a couple of buckets in a row. Bulldogs violated by Haley Johnson down inside.
That's what Coach Jason Smith wants his players, his guards to do, to get downhill, get around the screen, get by your defender, try to get to the bucket, make the defense make a decision. Are you going to switch defenders that can an easy dish, or beat your defender to the bucket and get the easy layup? They'll take the 3 if it's there, but he wants his guards to get downhill as much as possible.
Jacelyn Stone at the line. Stone gets her first to go.
Second team all AAC member as well. Had an impressive game yesterday.
Gary will take this opportunity while she shoots her second to take a quick look. Freshman of the year from KCU. Montreat's Virginia Edmondson, the defensive player of the year. Newcomer of the year, Noah Lavery, who plays for the Reinhardt Eagles. Coach of the year is Kylie Greer from Milligan. And the player of the year, Allie Stone for the Pikeville Bears. This one off the glass won't go. Reinhardt stays with the ball, though, and the putback off the mark as well as the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs get the rebound.
The Bulldogs better send 5 people on that defensive glass.
On the way, this one is buried. Long-range ball, it's 11-6.
Guard got downhill, three-point shooter wide open. The guard found the shooter. The second three-point maker of the afternoon for the Bulldogs.
2 lead changes already. Blown tire, Reinhardt stays with it. Moon wants the corner 3 as it clatters around and finds the bottom of the net.
Nia Moon really helped the Eagles. Had a big game yesterday. Explosive off the bench.
Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, Lawson outside to Stone, who buries it. Jacelyn Stone, 26% from three-point land this season, 43% from the floor, 8 points per game, cooking hot on fire early in Kingsport, Tennessee, Gary.
Yeah, happened now. The offense starting to flow a little bit now. You see the ball go through the bucket one time. Keeps on getting bigger and bigger. Good ball game going on.
In Athens, Tennessee, these teams are playing in another sport, baseball. They just lost their camera there, it looks like. Tennessee Wesleyan is trailing to the number 6 Reinhardt Eagles, 5-4. In Athens, a really good one underway there. And we'll also take a peek up north into Kentucky, where the Johnson Royals are on fire, leading by 5 runs, Gary.
Yeah, 3-run top of the 4th for Johnson, also 2 in top of the 7th, helping get this 5-run lead at 8-3 over the Bears.
Eagles, 3 ball on the way, big high bounce, no, rolled off the front of the iron. Franklin, outside. Floater, no. Long pitch down the floor. Tried to drive this one, rattles and drops. Huge points. Summers gets it to go.
Doing a good job of advancing the basketball via the pass versus the dribble, beating the defense down the floor.
Reinhardt Eagles to Moon. Lafina Campbell lets it go. It rattles and won't drop. Now the other end of the floor. Quickly come the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. Violation down inside. Reinhardt celebrates.
Nice job of getting back and setting up and drawing the charge. It's one thing to set it up, Gabe, but also to absorb the contact. That's another thing. Nice job by the defender. Violation. Basketball goes back over to the Eagles. Offensively for the Eagles, getting a lot of good looks here on the offensive end. Look for them to go to Mackenzie Franklin on the post. Has a size advantage, very skilled post player for the Eagles.
90 seconds gone. 16-9, 7-point lead for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. They upset Reinhardt in the semifinal game this day last year. Floated out to the straightaway, Nia Moon. Franklin. 2 on the shot clock. Campbell fires, and off the heel of the iron, this one taken down by Tally Lawson.
Bulldogs doing a good job staying connected defensively, forcing a late shot clock heave.
Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs looking good early. They average 66 per game, 65 in conference play. Outside, Bates. Walked inside the arc, then sent it across to Barr. Abby heavily defended by Haley Johnson. Tries Bates again, and the three-ball goes! Alexis Bates, 29% during the regular season from beyond the arc. She gets this one to go in tournament time.
That's their 5th three-point make here in the first period.
20 seconds to go in the first, and the shot clock off. Julia Kraft, elbow, outside. Campbell, 3-ball on the way, too much. Regathered Reinhardt's Nia Moon. Tries this down low, and she's fouled. 10.7 seconds left to go in our first.
Nia Moon, one of the smallest players on the floor, probably one of the biggest hearts, though, competes at a high level, able to get the offense rebound, and earns an opportunity at the charity stripe.
10-point game. Reinhardt has fallen behind early. Yes, the first goes. Important points. Moon. The second goes at the line as well.
The Bulldogs with 6 field goals here early, 5 3-point shots, have found the bottom of the bucket.
Eight-point game onto the floor. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Quickly fired by Lawson, unreal. They are hot from downtown. 22-11, the 3-ball goes to the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. We'll be back in just a moment in Kingsport. An 11-point advantage going to the second. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, 22-11. Tennessee Wesleyan off and running with a big lead.
You can see Tennessee Wesleyan leading this one 22-11. They're 7 of 13 from the floor. They've made 6 3-pointers in this first period. More importantly, Gabe, limiting Reinhardt to 4 of 20 from the floor in this first period and only 1 of 11 from deep. That 3-point shot is a big key to Tony Campbell's offense. The Bulldogs defensively done a good job staying connected, communicating on the defensive end, and forcing tough shots.
Milligan awaits the winner of this game. Tennessee Wesleyan got by Union and Johnson to make it here. And Reinhardt handling business against Bryan College. Entry pass. Maybe in trouble outside to Jacelyn. Stone across. Blown tire. Eagles take it. McCutcheons trailing by 11. Outscored 11-5 over the last couple of minutes of the first period as there's a violation under the basket.
Julia Kraft, the graduate student, does such a good job around the room. A smaller guard, but she doesn't mind to get inside and play at the post. She has a wide arsenal of offensive moves to get players off the floor to score at the bucket or draw fouls and earn things from the charity stripe.
Yes. Yes. 2 for 2 at the line goes Julia Kraft. Onto the floor, the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs are going to move quickly. Their lead cut to 11.
The Bulldogs are successful when they get paint touches. See if the Eagles can keep them out of the paint.
TWU, I talked about their scoring averages this season. And they finished the regular season 15-12. On the way from the corner, it rattles out. They got a dozen wins in conference play. On the road this season, they were 6-7. In neutral site games, 1-1.
Nice job by the Eagles defensively to keep the Bulldogs out of the paint, force the three-point shot out of the corner. Now they have an opportunity to stack buckets for the second consecutive time.
McCutcheons. Back outside, Julia Kraft. Entry, Lavery. Noel spinning. Back to the wing. McCutcheon tries the long pass to the other wing. Kraft inside, elbow, 3 on the shot clock. Spinning, turning, bar, floater on the way. No. Too much, taken down by Anna Crowder. 8 rebounds per game for Anna Crowder. Crafty guard. 27 starts. On the way and short. Reinhardt will get the rebound. Eagles run the floor. This one rattles and goes.
There's a nice look there. Got a paint touch, got the open three-point shooter. That was a big bucket too. That's 5 straight for the Eagles to begin the second period.
Couple of handoffs, lots of room for Tally Lawson. Drives, passes, bar, 3-ball goes! Automatic for number 3 as she knocks it down.
Jason Smith's offense is predicated over getting that paint touch, find the shooters, find somebody cutting to the basket, wide open. Three-point shot there. The 6th made three-point shot in the first half.
25-16, foul down inside. We've seen a tie and 2 lead changes in this game. No.
On the offensive end, the next trip down for the Eagles, I can see them get Noelle Lavery more involved. Only 3 shot attempts here so far for the Eagles.
No. From the wing, Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, the extra step, turns this back over to Reinhardt's Eagles.
Nice job by Isaiah McCutcheon, a member of the all-freshman team AAC. Playing defense with their chest, showed some nice lateral quickness, got her from the ball carrier and caused the violation. Turnover.
McCutcheon's running the floor for Reinhardt University. They trail by 9, 25-16 with 3 minutes gone in our second. Running the entry pass out front, straight away. From the wing, again the straightaway. Simpson to Kraft, McCutcheons, and the call against Reinhardt. Simpson, the screen.
Just have a little bit more patience as a screener. Anna Crowder was trying to fight over top of that screen to keep up with McCutcheons. Called for the moving violation. Now see if the Bulldogs can take advantage of this opportunity.
Bar, corner, 3-ball on the way for Tennessee Wesleyan, and the Bulldogs rattle the twine again.
That's the 8th made 3 here in this first half, and it's a barrage of 3s for the Bulldogs.
Jeliah Lindsay gets it to go. Reinhardt trailing 28-16 to the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, who are on a tear of upsets through the bracket. back in Kingsport, Tennessee, as the huddle breaks. A quick look at some of the final scores. Milligan bested Columbia in the quarter to make it to their semifinal game, where they overcame the Bears, who beat Montreat 89-73. Reinhardt got by Bryan 64-52 to make it to this semifinal game. And Tennessee Wesleyan, the big upset over Johnson, their second of the tournament, to make it here.
So Tennessee Wesleyan's already picked up 2 wins in this tournament. Reinhardt got their win. Tennessee Wesleyan playing with a lot of confidence right now, sharing the basketball here early also. 9 makes, 8 assists on those 9 makes.
McCutcheon's the call.
We're going to get Van Dyke with a moving screen for the second consecutive possession for the Eagles. A moving screen is called. Last time the Bulldogs was able to hit a 3-point shot. Let's see what happens here.
Barr down the wing and hit with the travel right away. She'll turn it over. 33 regular season turnovers.
Eagles do a nice job of jumping passing lanes. That's what happened there. Bulldogs player just moved the drug that pivot a little bit too much. Violation was called.
Quick whistle. Noah Lavery back on the floor, the player to watch.
Lena Van Dyke, the number 12 in white, she just drew the foul there. The freshman had an impressive game yesterday, posting hard. The defender trying to push her off the box, called for the violation.
Floated over the top. This is Lavery. Hook shot short.
Need to get her,
definitely the player to watch on the floor.
Get her going a little bit earlier if they can.
This one is sent off over the baseline. Van Dyke the last to touch it.
Crowder, that senior guard for the Bulldogs, such a hard person to guard one-on-one. Gets downhill really easy. Gets to the rim, she can finish with the left hand or the right hand. That time the ball's knocked out of bounds. 24 on the shot clock, still inbounds from the baseline.
Crowder driving to the baseline. Barr out front, straight away, 3 short. Taken down by Van Dyke. Quickly shoveled to Julia Kraft, who's defended by Abby Barr. And on the straightaway, it's Campbell. Lafina to Moon. Naya knifes her way down to the mid-block where she's fouled.
We saw her do this yesterday in the second period as well. Towards the end of the second period, going into halftime, got the basketball, went one-on-one a couple of times. Hard to stay in front of Naya Moon. Next level top athlete, uber quick. Go to the free throw line for the second time today.
Yes.
She has an interesting little free throw habit here. She'll lift her left leg just before she shoots the basketball.
Don't tell me that. Off the mark. How'd you notice that? How'd you figure that out?
Just being a baseball player, you always look for things for repeatable successes. Free throw shooters do the same exact thing, and she's 3 of 4 on the afternoon, and on the season she's close to 70%. So she has something she feels as a trigger for her. Very successful player for the Reinhardt Eagles.
That's observant. Through mid-court. Crowder, 3-ball goes! Are you kidding me? Crowder 41% from outside this season, 13 points per game, and looking good in Kingsport. Campbell, the response off the glass, cuts into that lead, 31-19.
It was this goal that Milligan had the hot start in the second half, and Bulldogs are continuing on this goal as well in the second quarter.
Left off, Lawson, entry pass down inside, and Van Dyke blockers this away.
Nice job by the freshman on the defensive play. Also a nice play call here from Coach Jason Smith. Got the basketball up the paint touch. Very good interior passing from the Bulldogs. 15 on the shot clock, inbound from the baseline.
Barr hands it off. Barr defended by Lavery. Sent across the floor, out to the straightaway. Abby Barr on the way, yes! Abby Barr gets to go for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. They are on fire from downtown Kingsport. Eagles, oh baby, how about Lafina Campbell?
Both teams starting to play a little bit better pace now, and the basketball is following the bottom of the bucket on a much higher pace.
34-21, 13-point game, the lead in the hands of TWU. Dogs from the corner, Barr gets it to go! Wide open, free and running, it's a track meet in Kingsport.
They averaged 7 made threes per contest this year. The Bulldogs have already gotten 11. We're only in the first half.
Tennessee Wesleyan on fire in Kingsport. We'll keep it here because we're going to take a look at what's going on in Pikeville, Kentucky. Let's peek at that baseball game and get an update, Gary.
It's in the top of the 8th inning. Johnson leading this one 8-3, still threatening in the top half of the 8th as they added one, leading at 9-3. Got on 9 hits, 2 errors, 3 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors for the Bears.
There's a little baseball update.
But the Eagles have figured something out defensively. The Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs have 12 field goals in this first half, 11 three-point makes, and those shooters have been wide open.
Men's basketball next on the Southeast Sports Network, Pikeville and Johnson.
That'll be a high-scoring affair.
This one goes. Reinhardt answers with a 2-ball.
They're scoring at a very high, efficient rate, but they need to defend at a higher rate. They plan on coming back in this ball game.
Bulldogs, Lawson, backdoor far off the mark and taken down by Mackenzie Franklin on the baseline.
Get a nice job getting the paint touch, got the look. He'll get it fall, but now there's an opportunity for the Eagles to stack their opportunities.
Lafina defended way outside. Nia Moon contested by Crowder, can't knock it down as Barr gets the rebound. Battling through, Lawson hangs on to a tally around one defender. Down low, easy, automatic, wide open and free, Jaliyah Lindsay.
They'll call it the Princeton offense. A lot of cuts to the basket. Nice job of finding the cutter and the layup.
Moon in the corner. Jason Smith shouting out to the Bulldogs. Blown tire. This is taken up by Talley. She had 8 regular season steals.
For the Eagles offensively, a lot of uncertainty on that end of the floor.
Driving to the baseline. This rattles and goes for Anna Crowder.
Got a team, the Tennessee Wesleyan, who's already won twice on this floor this week, and they're playing with a lot of confidence here in the first half.
Crowder will defend Campbell on the other end of the floor. Reinhardt trailing big as Kraft gets one back. That cuts into the lead a little bit.
It's an opportunity for these two teams in the final 2 minutes for the Bulldogs and Eagles. See who can go to halftime with the momentum.
This one is packed. Reinhardt, long outlet feed. Campbell to Nia Moon. Down inside this goes. The Eagles get the layup, and the point swing is coming quickly with 2 to play in the first half.
They made that look easy. That was a hard pass, a hard catch, and even harder finish. Nice job by Reinhardt.
Reinhardt has scored 6 points to the last 3 of Tennessee Wesleyan. Now the violation.
Reinhardt's starting to bring a little bit more physicality, a little bit more intentionality of playing defense and defending the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. It could lead to a lot of easy buckets, turnovers, and with their guards and their ability to get downhill and their speed to beating the defense, the Eagles need to continue this intentionality on the defensive end.
Van Dyke to the other end of the floor for Reinhardt.
The Eagles have such impressive post players in Simpson, Van Dyke, Lavery, Franklin.
Campbell's first trip to the line. She's 3 for 10 from the floor, over 5 from range. That gives her 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists as well, as she's now 1 for 1 at the line.
Both teams doing a nice job of sharing the basketball.
Rattles and goes for Lafina Campbell.
The battle in the glass were even at 17 apiece.
Campbell went 67% at the line this year. 210 points scored for Reinhardt's Eagles. Lawson, way up high, taken down by Powell. JC across. Talley inside. Down low, entry pass off the glass. It goes. Automatic, easy, wide open and free. Julia Howard.
That's Jason Smith's offense, 101.
Kraft on the wing. Defended by Bates. Entry pass tipped, taken by the Bulldogs. Powell. Jump ball with 69 seconds to play in our first half. 29-43. And the difference between these two, the score margin has been about 12-14 for the last 5 minutes of play.
Especially when we got to that point, right? They kept on staying the same level. Tennessee Wesleyan shooting it at a high clip, but also doing a good job of running those backdoor cuts for the buckets.
Center onto the floor to Lavery. Noel, step back, long ball, violation again.
Such a hard guard, and she can make that shot fading away from the bucket, and she's fouled. I think Lavery's wanting to get more involved in that second half, give her more looks at the bucket.
Yes. No surprise to see her knock that down. I mentioned a couple of times, I really didn't get to drive the point home, but Lavery, player to watch on the floor, and she went 88% at the line this season, 38% from range, 50% shooting from the floor, 17.5 points per game.
This final 106 of this contest of the first half, both teams are going to try to take the momentum to the locker room. Coach Campbell, Coach Smith are going to drop their best plays offensively and defensively to take that the big momentum to the locker room.
Big Mo.
Big Mo.
Going the whole length of the floor, and this off over the baseline.
Lena Van Dyke, the freshman, impressed with her yesterday, played extremely well so far today. Got a rebound and a couple of block shots off the bench for Toady Campbell.
19 regular season steals, only 3 blocks, Gary, so the tournament is where she's learned how to block. She did a couple.
And it's really not uncommon. You have a freshman player, you have an opportunity to get stronger, play against better competition, you kind of learn the rotation, the speed of the game. Shows the player development coach Toady Campbell and his staff does with the Reinhardt Eagles program.
Lawson. On the way, yes. The long ball goes for Tally Lawson. What a bucket. Reinhardt to respond. This clatters off on Lafina Campbell as Haley Johnson forces the jump ball. This will go Tennessee Wesleyan.
The 12th three-point make for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. They forced the miss, got the defensive rebound, and now they have an opportunity to get 2 more points on the scoreboard via the charity stripe.
With 38 seconds left in the half, her first rim's out. 15-point game. Yes. Tennessee Wesleyan has pushed it to a 16-point lead. 35 seconds left in the half. 9 separates shot and game clock. Kraft, Lavery, Noel outside, Van Dyke corner. Reinhardt Eagles, McCutcheon's down inside, floater on the way, rattles off. Bulldogs have it, Lawson. 3 and running, Tally defended by McCutcheon's at midcourt, shot clock off, 16 seconds in the half. Way on the backcourt, Powell. JC again, 6 seconds. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Lindsay, floater off the glass, and it clatters off the heel of the iron and won't go. And so 1 half of play is complete between the Bulldogs and Eagles of Reinhardt. Gary Justice, what do you think?
Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, 12 three-point makes in this first half. Ball movement, screens, execution. Exciting second half upcoming.
47-31, 16-point lead, Tennessee Wesleyan.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sessports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
Getting started with our second half in Kingsport, Tennessee, between the Eagles of Reinhardt University and the Buffaloes of Tennessee Wesleyan, or rather the Bulldogs, excuse me, at Milligan on the brain. 16-point game after one half of play.
That first half, Tennessee Wesleyan did such a good job of attacking the bucket, causing the Reinhardt defense to suck in on the driver, found the open shooter.
She gets both.
And they started the second half continuing to attack the rim, still coming away with the points. Nice job by Tennessee Wesleyan coming out of the locker room.
Leading big time, 17 points. Reinhardt Eagles to respond. Campbell on the elbow. Nice turn in the mid-post, but can't finish on the baseline as it's picked up by Powell.
I know the shot didn't go, but I'll continue going to Campbell. She's demonstrated the ability today to get to the bucket.
Long feed over the top. Crowder hands it off immediately to Farr. Now Powell. Stone defended by Johnson. Gets the screen from far. Jacelyn outside, wide open on the wing. This look is good to go. Lindsay knocks it down.
I'm not for sure what they have for breakfast. They need to have it more often.
Tournament time cereal. Something in the water.
Of course, the turnover there in the previous offense possession for Tennessee Wesleyan, that was the 13th made three of the afternoon. And folks, they've made 17 shots, 13 from behind the arc.
It's 52-31. Long pitch to the sideline, down low, baseline, yes! Jacelyn extends the lead even further. Kraft off the mark, couldn't be regathered, and now taken by Lindsay.
Love the pace that Tennessee Wesleyan's coming out of the locker room playing with. Continue putting pressure on Reinhardt.
The Bulldogs to Crowder. Far, the handoff to Powell, back across. Jacelyn, defended by Moon, over the top of Nia, down low baseline, JC out front, Far from the wing, yes! Courtney Farr knocks that one down. 57-31, the Bulldogs are on fire.
Coming the game averaging 7 made threes on the game. They got 14 today.
31-57. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs get the turnover. Powell to Crowder. Anna defended by Kraft. Knifes her way inside. Blocked. Taken down by Nia. Moon will run the floor for the Reinhardt Eagles. Noelle Lavery. Straight away, Moon. Back to Lavery. Has some space. Heavily contested and off the mark as it's pulled down by Stone. Long feed down the floor. Far contested at the last moment on a chase down by Lavery, but she was able to sneak behind them. 28 points separate us. Back to 26 as Campbell gets one to go.
Tennessee Wesleyan averages 66 points per ball game. They got 59 with 7 minutes to play in the third period.
There's something in the water. Off the mark, this rattles off the heel of the iron.
Reinhardt will have to play with an up-tempo pace the entire second half.
And another one for Campbell. She cashes in, 59-35.
She's been very aggressive on the offensive end, and her teammates will need her to continue being aggressive.
On the straightaway, Crowder Fall, defended by Franklin. Handoff to Lindsay. Delia gets away from Lavery, wide open, barely contested by Franklin. Campbell will get the rebound. Lafina down the floor. On the baseline, it's Nia Moon. Backdoor, Lavery, a little kiss off the glass, it rattles out. Reinhardt University trailing 59-35. On the way, this rattles out on Powell. This rattles and goes. Eagles get one to go from downtown. They needed that, and it brings them within 21 with 5:52 to play in the third period from Kingsport, Tennessee. Gary, are they still playing in Pikeville?
This went final. Johnson Royals just picked up the 11-3 win to take the opening game of the 3-game series.
There's a look way back when they got started. That's from the fourth.
That Johnson Royals baseball program is an up-and-comer in the AAC.
Right now, Tony Campbell talking to his program. Can't imagine what the message is on the bench. How do we find a way to dig ourselves out of this? We saw the bracket coming out of the half. Let's take another look while we have the time at how these two programs got here. So Milligan is going to be in the championship game tomorrow against the winner of this game, which is looking like the Bulldogs. They just handled the Bears, who slipped past Montreat. Took care of business yesterday. Reinhardt got around Bryan College, winning by a dozen yesterday. And the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs with a nice upset, 52-35 over the Royals of Johnson.
In this ball game, the difference is the made 3-point buckets. 14 for Tennessee Wesleyan, only 3 for Reinhardt. That's a difference of 11 three-point buckets. That's 33 additional points Tennessee Wesleyan has from behind the arc.
TWU Bulldogs to extend the big lead. Easy. Kisses home.
Been impressed with the Bulldogs attacking the rim in the second half, getting layups.
(61-38) rolls over the iron. Lena Van Dyke down inside, fouled. Reinhardt needs a few of those. Lena Van Dyke at the line this season, 63%.
You can tell at halftime Coach Jason Smith thought Reinhardt may make some adjustments in the second half of closing out on three-point shooters. And they've made a more concerted effort of getting to the rim in the second half, and it's paid off as they've been able to attack the glass and finish at the rim. There's a difference of getting there, Gabe, but you got to finish once you get there to be successful.
Van Dyke gets bold, 2 points for her on the day. Leading the Eagles, Lafina Campbell's got 12. She's 5 for 15 from the floor. Kraft is 3 for 7 for 9 points. Moon, 2 for 6 for 8. 4 for Lavery, who is 1 for 8 from the floor. On the way, this one goes. Barr knocks it down. She's got 15 points. She's perfect from outside of the arc.
Cannot get much better than perfect.
5 for 5 on the day. Kraft from the elbow. Van Dyke through the double team. Gets it back, pitch to the corner. Simpson heavily contested. This one rattles out. Ball's loose. Kiara somehow slots this to Kraft. Picked up by Dariah Lindsay, and the Bulldogs get this to go.
Coach Jason Smith has his Bulldog team playing at an elite level.
Dariah. Jacelyn. Stone will knife her way to the top of the block. Corner, Lindsay fires in the face of Van Dyke and knocks this one down. She hits that from West Virginia. Oh, baby, check the zip code.
Gabe, they scored 18 points in the first half yesterday. They got 16 made threes today.
Wow.
I don't know what they had for dinner last night. I definitely would have it again tonight as well.
Probably not Waffle House. Long out with feet down the floor in a 27-point game. 4 to play in the third as Reinhardt gets a crucial rebound. The Eagles have to pull off what would be the greatest comeback of the tournament. This is what happened last year. Reinhardt was the favorite. They had had a really, really nice season and a meltdown at tournament time in this game against this program.
Tennessee Wesleyan they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. They won a defensive battle yesterday, and they come out and displaying an offensive barrage. Kingsport, Tennessee.
Far out front to Crowder. Entry pass. Mid-post, rattles off. Eagles get the first of many needed misses with 3 to play in the third. McCutcheons, yes, the 3-ball goes, and Reinhardt digging themselves out of this hole, now trailing by 21 with 3 to play in the third.
Yeah, back-to-back buckets, and they start stringing a lot of stops together, stay connected defensively, continue to fight.
Almost lost that. Now the violation on the backcourt. Crowder suffers that as Howard was just able to keep the ball on the floor there.
Good adjustments by the Eagles at halftime. Coming out of the halftime break into the third quarter, consciously of moving the basketball a little higher rate and also playing with a higher pace offensively.
Jacelyn Stone went to tally. Lawson heavily defended by Campbell. This Skeeter's off of the floor. Tony Campbell, the one who made those adjustments. He played his college ball for the Eagles at Reinhardt University before returning as an assistant coach and was promoted from that role to be the boss of the program and has done a wonderful job. Big fan of Tony and a really, really good guy.
I've enjoyed my interactions with Coach Campbell and been extremely impressed with the roster he's built and also the development of his players throughout the season.
3-ball on the way. This one rattles off. Reinhardt going to take it up. Very impressed with James Black, assistant coach, as well as Summer Kramer. Summer Kramer has been electric as an assistant coach. Fun to watch her run things. Violation down inside. Drawn by Lafina, who goes down hard on the boardwalk.
Shout out to him to go back to the free throw line, and she's done a good job today, Gabe, of getting to the bucket. She is super quick. Campbell only a sophomore, and McCutcheon's a freshman. That's going to be a backcourt for the Eagles next couple of years. That's quick on quick.
Lafina Campbell today, now 3 for 3 at the line, good for 13 points. From the floor, Gary, she's 5 for 15, and she has taken 7 3-point shots and not hit one. Yes.
I think Campbell's game was more about getting to the bucket, with utilizing her ability to get by defenders, play off 2 feet, go through contact. For the Eagles to be successful, they need her to attack downhill.
Taken away by Noelle Lavery, crucial steal. Campbell down low, Nia Moon gets it to go, and that's a big bucket. It brings us within 17 as Reinhardt, at one point trailing by 27, has cut 10 off of the lead with 2 to play in the third.
Yeah, momentum has swung, and this one sitting on the bench right now with the Reinhardt Eagles. See if they can continue the momentum and get a defensive stop.
It would be the best comeback of this tournament, perhaps one of the greatest in tournament history, if they were able to pull it off. Back to a 29-point lead as Tennessee Wesleyan answers effortlessly with a ladle off the glass.
They continue to attack the glass. And
short, Barr pulls that down. Campbell now 5 for 16 from the floor.
Definitely struggling right now. May need to start looking for somebody else. Get Lavery more involved on the offensive end for Reinhardt. Yeah, McCutcheon's going to be called for the hack, trying to create the steal.
Lawson, the one in possession of the ball. Sent on. Jacelyn across to the wing. Lawson. Entry pass. Talley gets it to go. Too easy with a little 2-ball in the mid-post.
I think Reinhardt's going to do something differently defensively because they're letting Tennessee Wesleyan get to the paint so easy. One-on-one touches. Also, the Bulldogs doing a good job of capitalizing on those opportunities at the paint.
And Lafina Campbell is now 0 for 8 from range. 5 for 17 from the floor in this outing. Tally Lawson, 30 seconds to go, 21-point game. Third period about to come to an end. From the wing, this rattles and goes. Jacelyn Stone knocks it down from Athens, Tennessee. The Bulldogs extend their lead back out to 24, 2 dozen points with 12 to go in our third period. Lafina Campbell, the point guard, walking down the floor. Campbell, elbow, down low. Franklin gets this to go. McKenzie rumbles 2 points home as the third period expires in Kingsport, Tennessee. We'll take a break with these two programs and return with the final period. It's a 22-point game. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs on fire. Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, back inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center in a 22-point game. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs in commanding fashion in the lead. They've held on to the lead for most of the game, this entire second half, has been a 20 to 30-point game. At one point, leading by as much as 27. Right now, out ahead by 22. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice will be taking you through to the finish with 9.5 to play. Gary, 17 three-pointers made for Tennessee Wesleyan.
The last three-point make, that ties a school record for made three-point shots in a ball game, set in 2016.
That's unbelievable. 17 made three balls.
And then also, the Reinhardt Eagles have 16 total made field goals in 2s and 3s. The Wesleyan Bulldogs have more three-point makes than the Eagles have in total field goals.
Yes. And one at the line, 77-52.
Nice response as they cut the lead to 17, and then the Bulldogs able to expand that lead back out to 25.
Julia Kraft knifes her way to the baseline. It rolls over the top of the iron. Kraft regathers, chucks this up, off the mark, swatted out of there by the Bulldogs. TWU can't get it on the run, and this one pulled up on by McCutcheon's. Long two off the mark. Crowder pulls it down. McCutcheon's, that's her second miss of the day. 3 for 4 until now. Down to the baseline and rejected by Naya. Violation, right away the whistle.
With 8:46 to play in this fourth quarter, trailing by 25, this will mean perfect basketball had to be played by the Reinhardt Eagles to get back in this one.
Onto the floor. TWU, Lindsay walks this out to the straightaway. Farr pulls up, three ball off the mark, contested by Franklin, just enough as Lavery gets the board. Running the floor is McCutcheon's. Inside, McKenzie, the foul.
Nice job of McCutcheon's, playing with a lot of pace, getting downhill to the baseline, found Mackenzie Franklin. A nice interior pass, unable to finish at the rim, but she'll go to the charity trap to shoot two shots.
Mackenzie Franklin, 1 for 2 from the floor, got points right at the end of our third period. She has 6 rebounds today. This is her first trip to the stripe. Yes, and Franklin at the line during the regular season, 61%. Yes.
A talented post player for Tony Campbell and the Reinhardt Eagles.
Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs leading by 23 with 8:20 to go.
Yeah, Eagles need a lot of turnovers in a short amount of time.
Lone tire poked away. Lavery nearly gets it on the front court, just in front of the timeline. Crowder defended by Campbell. Left off for Bates. Outside, Lafina contests Anna, and she stepped out. Seen that a lot.
Got a little close on the sideline. I think it's the 9th time we saw it during this tournament where somebody stepped on that sideline. Nice job by Campbell, though, to force Crowder to go a little bit wider than she wanted to. That's turnover number 1. Let's see if the Eagles can capitalize on the turnover.
Lafina Campbell driving down inside. Kraft, wing, 3-ball, rattles out. Noelle Lavery gets it. Turnaround floater goes. That's her second bucket of the day.
They'll need a lot more for 33 and White to come back from this deficit.
She's up to 6 points. JC the give to Bates. Floater short. Scrapping for it, and Reinhardt able to come up with the ball. Kraft pulled up her hands at the last moment, didn't want to touch it.
So the Bulldogs continue to attack the rim. Nice, better job by Reinhardt to get their defensive rotation.
Rolling the ball down the floor. Following the orange is Lafina Campbell. Picked up, she'll yo-yo at the wing. Across, Lavery, 3-ball on the way, too much. Skiffed off the heel of the iron, and here comes Jacelyn. Stone behind the back against Campbell. Outside to Crowder. Happy to burn as much clock as possible. Points are a bonus, leading 77-56. That's 21. Jacelyn Spins around Lafina. Moon, the pickpocket. Lavery scoops it up. Campbell the floor. Down into the paint and run down. Hopefully she's all right, lying on the boardwalk.
Nice job of the hustle play from Tennessee Wesleyan, unable to catch up with Campbell. Raked her across the wrist. Call for the violation.
Lavery will put this onto the floor. She finds Simpson, and now Lafina on the wing. Defended by Barr. She kicks it back down to the corner where Moon puts too much on it, and Stone takes this out of the air. Jacelyn Stone running the floor. She's got 4 assists today, 7 rebounds, a dozen points. Barr leads all scorers with 15. Jeliah Lindsay second for the Bulldogs with 14 as she pulls up for 3 and can't knock it down. Barr sent out front. Stone turns around off the glass. No, Simpson hooks it in. 6.5 to play in a 21-point game. Reinhardt Eagles Campbell, blown tire, picks it back up, double team. She shoots off the mark. And now Campbell is 5 for 18 from the floor on the day. Out to the front court, Farr.
So the Bulldogs will show a little more patience on this offensive possession. They will look to use the screen and get to the rim.
Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, I've mentioned it a couple of times, they can just kill as much clock as possible. Wing 3 ball as the shot clock sounds. Farr hits that one. My goodness, she knocked that down from beyond the river.
That's a new school record for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs basketball program. Their 18th made 3.
18 made threes in a row. Congratulations to the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs and Jason Smith. Floater for Lavery off the mark, just short. Courtney Farr is 3 for 6. She's got 2 from three-point land. She's got 8 points. Down low, yes. Abby Barr, 15 wasn't enough. She is now 6 for 6 from the floor, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Look out. Call her Miss Gasoline.
An impressive offensive performance this afternoon from Tennessee Wesleyan. When Jason Smith sits in his office and designs his plays, what type of offense he wants to play, the players he needs to execute his offense at a high rate, I don't know if he could even imagine this, hitting 18 threes and getting the leg up buckets. They're just shooting the basketball extremely well this afternoon.
I think when you draw up an offense, you account for some error occurring during the course of the game, and they've had no errors. They've been nearly perfect.
They've only turned it over 9 times.
That's wild. Long ball. Johnson off the mark. Regathered. Simpson. Glass. Yes. Kiara Simpson, very reliable down inside.
Tennessee Wesleyan 29 of 57 from the floor, 18 of 29 from deep, 62%.
That's a crime. 62%. 82-58. Tennessee Wesleyan running away with it in Tennessee. The team from North Georgia gets the steal. Johnson swatted to Simpson, who just scored her first 2 points of the day. Campbell on the long feed. Johnson, 3 ball, sideline, too much. Taken out of the air by Lawson. Talley will keep it. Gets around Haley Johnson through midcourt. 3 ball on the way, and this one being sent back. Not sure what Jason Smith is saying to the referee.
I was talking about as far as the called the bump done here, and he was talking about, he thought they missed a walk call. He said, why didn't you let that go?
This goes. Reinhardt gets one back.
And the
Still trailing big, 21.
The official's response is, we have to call that, coach.
Sometimes you got to call it. Simpson, sideline. Campbell, 3 and running. Kraft, 3 balls short. Reinhardt University is pretty much down and out of this game. It was already going to be a miracle at the start of the final quarter. Couldn't steal it away. Bates, blown tires. This rolls over the sideline.
Yeah, we have a potential matchup tomorrow of Tennessee Wesleyan and the Milligan Buffaloes.
I'm glad you did that too.
Yeah.
I just did that when we came back from the half.
So the Buffaloes and Bulldogs tomorrow potentially at 1 o'clock, and both those teams, the Buffaloes scored 31 in their semifinal matchup with the University of Pikeville, outscoring the Bears 31-10. And here in the second semifinal, Tennessee Wesleyan, thanks to 18 made threes, also 23 assists on 29 made buckets. Milligan, Tennessee Wesleyan, both of those teams playing at a high level offensively. That's going to be a fun matchup, potential matchup, unless Reinhardt's able to overcome the 21-point deficit.
3:11 left to play. 82-61. We're about to get back underway between these two in Kingsport. McCutcheon's trying to shake the defender. Long ball rattles off the front. Tennessee Wesleyan pulls it down. It's Aubrey.
The Bulldogs are a +6 on the backboard today.
Loose at midcourt. Scooped across. Reinhardt Eagles down inside. Lavina Campbell is fouled. Campbell is 4 for 4 at the line today. With that miss, now 5 for 20 from the floor. First goes.
I see the University of Pikeville men's basketball team getting ready for their matchup with the Johnson University Royals in a semifinal matchup on the men's side. Coming up next.
No. Yeah, we'll have full coverage of that. Hope you'll join us on the Southeast Sports Network. It promises to be an exciting matchup. Foul down in the low post. 82-62, 20-point game.
Julia Howard, the freshman, did such a nice job off the rebound on the defensive end, running baseline to baseline, beating the defender to the other end of the floor. Unable to get the shot to go, have an opportunity to go to the free throw line for 2 opportunities.
Yes. Yes. Reinhardt Eagles to the other end of the floor. McCutcheon's. Lavery, wing. No, too much. On the front court in trouble. Somehow gets that to the corner. Trying to sidestep Julia Howard. Now Talley. Lawson. Got a little baby screen before she hands it off to Aubrey Long. Entry pass, Howard, glass, no, foul.
Howard's one of those freshmen the Tennessee Wesleyan program has really shown the development this year. There's a lot of hard work in the weight room and on the court outside of practice and games.
Played 200 minutes this season. That was over the course of 23 games, though, so a lot of appearances for Howard.
Talented player, Coach Smith says, as far as a post player, very excited about her future, a part of the Bulldogs program.
55% the strength this season.
She does a good job of crashing the glass, creating more opportunities, and more of a lunch pail type player. Meaning she'll get a lot of offensive rebounds, putbacks, controls the glass.
Yes. Campbell down inside, off the glass. This goes. Lafina gets her 6th to go. Long feed down the floor. And the foul.
Been really impressed with the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. They've had this larger lead majority of this fourth period. They continue to compete, continue to play hard, pushing the pace, running their offense. They want to stay in tune for that championship matchup tomorrow with Milligan. Because the Bulldogs realize their path to the national tournament is a victory today and a victory tomorrow. So they want to make sure they're clicking on all cylinders for that matchup with Milligan.
On the floor. Foul.
Regardless who's in the game for Tennessee Wesleyan, they run the same exact offense, and the spacing is so good with the screen coming from the wing. Coach Smith calls that the green zone.
For the 22-point lead. To make it 23. Timeout on the floor, 87-64, 97 seconds to play in Kingsport. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee. Glad you're with us, College Hoops on the Southeast Sports Network 2025 AAC Basketball Championships. And the Bulldogs, a massive advantage over the Eagles, 23 points, 87-64. Three ball on the way, short. Taken in, and Haley Johnson kisses this home off of the glass to make it 21 points. Just under 90 seconds to go. Tied up down low. Bulldogs pitch this down the floor. Gathered at midcourt around a would-be defender. Johnson harassing Bates on the front court. Double teamed by Campbell. Stripped away. Kiara Simpson runs through a defender. Johnson back door off the glass. Yes.
Nice job of creating the turnover and capitalizing on the turnover.
Long feed for the Bulldogs of TWU, and there is Simpson at both ends of the floor as she forces the travel. Reinhardt trailing by 19, 56 seconds to play. Rolling the orange. This is McCutcheons. On the way, no. Jump ball inside. Onto the floor, here we go. 40 seconds to play. 87-68, long outward feed. 10-second violation. Jason Smith handles it well. Violation down inside in this 19-point game, 32 seconds to play.
The conversation, as we was able to take a listen in, it's like, how's that your call on the baseline? He said, well, Coach, it was 19 seconds on the shot clock. That's 11 seconds. It wasn't cross half court. It's an easy call.
No.
I've been impressed with the officials this week. The communication with the coaches, they've done a good job of controlling the ball games as well. Usually you have the people in the stripes, they they'll always get the recognition they deserve, but they've done a good job this week so far.
Have to agree with you. Anything beyond just decent, you and I usually are very eager to praise the officials and say, hey, they've done a nice job, again this week, yada, 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 say all the good things and feel good stuff. But well deserved for this tournament. This officiating has been better than just decent, better than good. It's been really good. There's been good communication. They've stayed calm. They've let coaches get emotional, get upset. They've not been upset with them or angry with them. They've said, hey, it's okay. You can yell a little bit. I get it. It's the tournament. And just really good all-around officiating. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, they've allowed the players to play with a little bit of emotion to a certain extent. But then also they've communicated to the players when they've had enough so they can keep those players in the ballgame.
Outside.
Several numbers here for the Bulldogs this afternoon to indicate the reason why they're going to win this ball game by 18 or 20 points, depending on what the final total will be. Gabe, I really think it comes down to the second and the third pass offensively. Just swinging the basketball back and forth to continue to put pressure on that Reinhardt Eagle defense. Led to layups, open three-point shooters. Coach Jason Smith's offense executed with precision this afternoon.
Yes. The Dogs get one more. 15 seconds on the clock. Lafina Campbell. Campbell is taken down on the baseline. Playing to the final whistle. We'll have men's basketball next on the Southeast Sports Network. As Reinhardt drops this, Tennessee Wesleyan continues their run through the tournament with another upset. Congratulations to the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. We'll see you in the championship tomorrow. Gary, any quick final thoughts on this?
It's going to be a fun matchup between Milligan and Tennessee Wesleyan. Milligan shot the basketball at the elite level today. Tennessee Wesleyan also with a spot in the national tournament on the line tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Excited to see it. Should be a lot of fun to watch that. And as we close, a look at the men's. That's the All-AAC team, excuse me. We'll see that during our next bracket, our coverage. Be sure to join us. Here's a look at the men's bracket as we wrap. Big win for Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs. Felt like they could do no wrong all day long from start to finish. 88-69, the final score. Congratulations to the Reinhardt Eagles on a wonderful season, 21-7 overall during the regular season. Tennessee Wesleyan finished 15-12, and they have gone on a tear through the tournament to the championship. Definitely will miss watching Julia Kraft play in North Georgia for the Reinhardt Eagles. We'll see you next season, and we'll see Tennessee Wesleyan and Jason Smith tomorrow. Today's broadcast is copyright material of the Southeast Sports Network. Today's game will be archived inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it and available for replay. This has been a presentation of SESN and Tri Media.